Welcome to Histosleep, a place where every gentle sound guides you toward peace, and every moment helps you drift into deep, restful sleep. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. Dear listener, come and get comfortable. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Feel the place where you are right now. The weight of your body resting, supported, safe. There is nowhere you need to go. Nothing you need to do. Just this moment and the gentle sound of my voice keeping you company. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it fall out easily through your mouth. Another breath in, unhurried, and out again like a sigh you did not know you were holding. As you listen, you might begin to notice the smallest details around you. The hush of the room, the distant hum of a fan or heater, maybe the soft rustle of fabric as you settle in. Let those sounds fade into the background, becoming part of a calm and steady rhythm that tells your body it is time to rest. With every breath, imagine yourself sinking just a little deeper into comfort. Your forehead is smoothing, your eyelids are growing heavier. Your breathing is slow and even. You do not have to force anything. Sleep comes more easily when we allow it. And now, when you feel ready, our story begins today. It sets sail in a quiet forest, on a morning wrapped in fog. Trees stood tall and patient, their branches barely visible through a soft, silvery mist. The air felt cool and gentle, like a whisper brushing past leaves and moss. Somewhere far away, a stream murmured quietly, its voice softened by the fog that drifted through the woods like a sleepy blanket. In a small, cozy home nestled beneath the roots of an old oak tree, Fudge was just waking up. Fudge stretched slowly, the way only someone very comfortable can. His blanket was warm. The room smelled faintly of wood and dried herbs. A tiny lantern on the shelf gave off a dim, honey-colored glow. Outside, the world felt different today, quieter, softer. Fudge padded over to the window and peered out. The forest he knew so well looked unfamiliar. The paths he walked every day faded into pale shapes. Trees stood like gentle shadows. Even the birds seemed to be speaking in hushed voices. Fudge felt a small flutter in his chest. Not fear, exactly. Just a tiny worry, like the feeling you get when the lights are low and things look different than usual. He took a slow breath, just as you are doing now. It's only fog, he reminded himself softly. He wrapped his scarf a little tighter and stepped outside. The ground beneath his feet was cool and damp. Each step made a soft sound against the mossy earth. Fudge walked slowly, carefully, letting his eyes adjust to the pale glow around him. The forest seemed to hold its breath as Fudge moved forward. The fog curled and shifted, opening small windows of visibility and then closing them again. Familiar rocks looked new. Old trees seemed taller. Sounds came from everywhere and nowhere at once. Still, Fudge kept going. He reminded himself that the forest was the same forest. The fog had not changed the paths. It only softened them, just like when our thoughts feel cloudy, but the world beneath them remains steady and safe. A gentle breeze stirred the leaves overhead, and Fudge paused to listen. In that quiet, something comforting drifted down from above. "Hello there, Fudge," came a calm, steady voice. Fudge looked up, squinting through the mist. High in the branches, a familiar shape appeared. It was an owl, perched comfortably. Feathers puffed slightly against the cool air. "Foggy morning," Owl said gently. "No need to rush." Fudge smiled, feeling his chest loosen just a bit. The owl's voice was always like a warm cup of tea, slow, certain, kind. "I was just heading out," Fudge replied. "I know," Owl said. "Take your time. The forest moves slowly today." With that, the owl settled back, watching over the path. Fudge waved and continued on, his steps now a little lighter. As he walked, the fog seemed to glow faintly ahead. A soft, golden light bobbed closer, steady and patient. Soon, Mouse emerged from the mist, holding a small lantern that cast a warm circle on the ground. "Good morning," Mouse said quietly, careful not to disturb the stillness. "I thought the path might be a little light today." Fudge walked alongside Mouse for a while, the lantern making the fog feel friendlier, less unknown. The light did not chase the fog away, it simply made space within it. They moved together until the path widened, and Mouse paused. "This is where I turn," Mouse said. "You'll be just fine, I know," Fudge replied, and he truly felt it now. Mouse smiled and disappeared gently back into the mist. Fudge continued on, breathing slowly, noticing the feel of the air, the soft ground, the quiet rhythm of the forest. Soon, a familiar rustle sounded nearby. From behind a mushroom, a squirrel appeared, holding out a warm, roasted acorn. "For the journey," Squirrel said cheerfully. Fudge laughed softly and accepted the snack, the warmth spreading through his paws. "Fog makes everything feel bigger," Squirrel added. "But it also makes small kindnesses easier to notice." With a wave, Squirrel scampered off, tail flicking like a friendly punctuation mark at the end of a sentence. Fudge walked on, feeling full and calm. The fog began to thin, just a little. Light filtered through the trees in soft ribbons. The path slowly came into focus, and before he realized it, Fudge saw the shape of his home ahead. The oak tree, the familiar roots, the warm light glowing from inside. As he stepped closer, the fog lifted gently, as if it had only been waiting to walk with him for a while. Fudge paused at the door, taking one last deep breath of the cool morning air. The forest felt peaceful, rested, kind. Inside, the hearth crackled softly, and warmth wrapped around him like a welcome home. Even foggy days, Fudge thought, always lead us safely back. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm, too. I always wonder, where in the world are you listening from right now? If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment. Maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood. Dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and get comfortable. As you settle back in, allow the story to keep flowing. Slower now, softer, like a stream easing into evening. As you rest there, listening, imagine the forest again, the same forest that Fudge knows so well. Now it is later in the day, and everything has slowed even more. The fog has not fully disappeared. Instead, it lingers in thin, drifting ribbons, curling lazily around tree trunks and settling low along the ground, like it has decided to stay and nap. Fudge is inside his home now, moving quietly so as not to disturb the calm that has settled in his chest. The fire in the hearth makes a gentle crackling sound, steady and comforting. Each pop of wood is soft, never sharp, like a quiet conversation between flames. He places his scarf on a small hook by the door. The room smells faintly of warm wood, acorns, and something sweet left over from yesterday's baking. Outside, the forest breathes slowly. Fudge sits in his favorite chair. It fits him perfectly, shaped by years of comfort. He closes his eyes for just a moment, not to sleep yet, just to rest. As he breathes in, the fog outside seems to breathe too. As he breathes out, the world softens. You might notice your own breathing doing the same now, in and out, easy, natural. Fudge listens. Far away, an owl hoots once, low and calm. Closer, a branch creaks gently as it settles. Somewhere, water drips rhythmically from leaf to leaf. None of these sounds demand attention. They simply exist, steady and reassuring. Fudge thinks about the morning, about how the fog had made everything unfamiliar at first, about the tiny worry he felt, and about how, step by step, kindness had appeared, not all at once, just when he needed it. He smiles to himself. The chair feels warm, heavy, supportive. His eyelids grow heavier too, like they are remembering how to close slowly, without effort. Outside, the fog begins to glow faintly as evening approaches. The sun lowers behind the trees, and light stretches long and golden, filtering through mist and branches. Everything feels suspended in time, as if the forest has decided to pause right here. If you imagine yourself there, you might feel that same pause, that permission to stop trying, to stop thinking ahead, to simply be. Fudge stands and moves to the window again. The path he walked earlier is visible now, soft but clear. The fog has not vanished. It has just settled into its place. He understands something new. The fog was never there to confuse him. It was there to slow him down, to help him notice voices, lanterns, warm acorns. The way home feels even sweeter when you arrive gently. He lets the curtain fall back into place and returns to the hearth. Fudge curls up on a cushion near the fire. The warmth seeps into his back, his paws, his shoulders. He exhales deeply, the kind of breath that signals the end of the day. If you like, you can imagine that warmth spreading through you now, starting at your feet, slowly moving up through your legs, your hips, your back, your shoulders. Each place it touches becomes heavier, softer, more relaxed. The fog outside thickens again, but this time it feels different. Night fog, the kind that wraps the forest in quiet protection. Lantern lights appear here and there, glowing softly through the mist like fireflies that have decided to stay still. The owl glides silently across the sky, wings barely stirring the air. Mouse closes his shop for the night, a lantern swinging gently as he walks home. Squirrel settles into a nest lined with leaves and feathers, an acorn stored safely for morning. The forest is preparing to sleep. Fudge listens to the steady rhythm of the fire. Crackle, pause, crackle. Each sound is slower than the last. His thoughts drift, not in words anymore, but in feelings, safety, warmth, belonging. You may notice your own thoughts doing the same, less clear, less sharp, just impressions now, sensations, comfort. Fudge's breathing becomes deeper, slower. His chest rises and falls in an easy pattern, like waves against a calm shore. Fudge knows that tomorrow will come. The forest will look familiar again. Paths will be clear. But for now, this foggy day has done its job. It has guided him gently home. It has taught him to move slowly, to trust that help appears when needed. Even on foggy days, he thinks again, always leading us safely back. And as that thought settles, Fudge drifts into sleep. You can drift too. There is nothing left to follow, nothing left to listen for, just the sound of my voice growing softer, the imagined crackle of the hearth, the quiet forest breathing all around. If your mind wanders, that is okay. Let it wander like fog through trees. It will settle on its own. If sleep has already found you, then this story will simply fade, like mist dissolving into night. And if you are still awake, that is fine too. Rest is happening anyway. Your body knows what to do. Breathe in and out, slowly, gently, safe. The night deepens in the forest, but nothing feels dark or heavy. It feels padded, cushioned, like the world has been wrapped in layers of quiet to protect it until morning. Fudge sleeps near the hearth, his breathing slow and even. Each breath rises and falls without effort. His dreams arrive gently, the way fog does, without announcement. In his dream, he is walking again through the forest, but this time the fog is still softer. It glows faintly from within, as though it remembers the warmth of the day. The ground beneath his paws feels familiar and safe, every step guided by a calm knowing that he belongs here. You might imagine yourself walking too, not hurrying, not searching, just moving forward, one comfortable step at a time. The forest does not expect anything from you. It simply allows you to pass through. Leaves rustle quietly overhead, not from wind, but from the slow shifting of branches settling into sleep. Somewhere nearby, a stream hums in a low, soothing tone, like a lullaby the forest has been singing for years. Fudge notices a small clearing ahead. In the center, a single lantern glows, resting on a smooth stone. The light does not flicker. It is steady, patient. He approaches and sits beside it. The lantern reminds him of Mouse, of kindness offered without being asked for, of light shared simply because it helps. Fudge feels that warmth again, spreading gently through him. As you listen, you might feel something similar, a sense of being quietly cared for, even if you cannot name it, even if it feels small. Small comforts are often the strongest. The fog drifts around the clearing, never crossing into the circle of light. It stays respectful, calm, like it knows this moment is for rest. Fudge lies down beside the lantern. He does not need to hold it. It shines on its own. Above him, stars begin to appear, not sharp or bright, but soft and hazy, as if seen through half-closed eyes. They blink slowly, one by one, until the sky is full of them. You might imagine your own thoughts turning into stars now. Each one appears briefly, then fading as your mind grows quieter. There is no need to follow any of them. They will drift away on their own. The forest feels vast, yet close. Every tree is connected by roots beneath the soil. Every creature breathing in the same slow rhythm. Fudge feels part of something gentle and wide, something that holds him without effort. In the distance, Owl's voice floats through the fog, not calling, just a low, soothing sound that says everything is as it should be. Fudge's dream begins to blur at the edges. Shapes soften, colors fade into one another. The lantern's glow stretches, becoming warmer, dimmer, like embers settling in a fire. If you notice your body feeling heavier now, that is a good sign. Let it happen. Let the surface beneath you carry your weight completely. You do not need to help it. The dream forest slowly dissolves, replaced by a deep, velvety darkness, not empty, peaceful, like the moment just before sleep fully takes hold. Fudge turns slightly in his sleep, nestling closer to the warmth of the hearth. His scarf lies folded nearby. His home is quiet, safe. Outside, the fog thickens one last time, wrapping the forest in silence. It will remain there through the night, guarding dreams, softening sounds, keeping the world gentle until morning arrives. Even foggy days, even foggy nights, always lead us safely back. Now there is nothing more to imagine, no scenes to follow, no story to hold on to, just rest, breathing in, breathing out, slowly, easily. If sleep has not come yet, it will. There is no rush. The night is patient. And if sleep has already arrived, then these words will simply drift past, like fog through trees, unnoticed and unneeded. The quiet stretches out, wide and gentle, like a long yawn at the end of the day. Nothing interrupts it, nothing needs to. The forest remains wrapped in its blanket of fog and night, breathing slowly, deeply, as if the whole world has agreed to rest together. Fudge sleeps on, unaware of time passing. His dreams have become simple now, not stories, just feelings, warmth, safety, the sense of being exactly where he belongs. If you imagine drifting alongside him, you might notice how your own body feels less defined, hands heavy, legs loose, your face relaxed, muscles no longer holding expressions or thoughts. Your breathing finds a rhythm that feels natural, like it has always been this way. Somewhere far beyond the trees, the moon rises higher. Its light filters through the fog, turning it pale and silvery once more. The forest glows softly, edges blurred, everything softened into calm shapes and shadows. Inside the oak tree home, the fire has burned low, not out, just resting. Small embers pulse gently, sending out waves of warmth that rise and fall, rise and fall. Each pulse is slow, each pause is longer than the last. Fudge shifts slightly, letting out a quiet sigh in his sleep, the kind of sigh that comes when the body lets go of the final bit of tension it did not know it was holding. You may feel that too now, a soft release, a sense of sinking deeper. If so, allow it. You are safe here. Outside, the fog moves lazily through the forest paths. It does not hurry. It does not get lost. It knows where it is going, even when it looks like it does not. It curls around tree trunks, drapes itself over stones, slides gently along the ground. The fog remembers the way home. It remembers every path Fudge has walked, every footprint softened by time, every moment of worry turned into relief. It carries those memories quietly, like a caretaker tidying up after the day. Owl watches from a high branch, eyes half closed. Mouse sleeps with his lantern extinguished, light stored safely for morning. Squirrel dreams of acorns and sunlit branches, tail wrapped comfortably around himself. The forest is held together by these small, steady lives, each one resting now, each one trusts the night. As you listen, you may notice that your thoughts have grown slower, less distinct. They may come and go without pulling you along. This is exactly how it should be. There is nothing to solve, nothing to plan, nothing waiting on the other side of sleep that cannot wait until morning. Fudge's dream shifts again, becoming even quieter. He is no longer walking or watching or thinking. He is simply resting in a warm, dark space, like being held by the forest itself. You can rest there too. Imagine a gentle weight across your body, not pressing, just grounding, like a heavy blanket tucked just right. Your breathing moves that weight slightly with each inhale and exhale. In, out. Slower now. The fog outside thickens just enough to muffle every sound. Even the stream quiets. Even the leaves stop rustling. The forest has reached its deepest rest. Time stretches. It does not matter how long this moment lasts. Minutes and hours lose their meaning here. Fudge's chest rises, falls, rises again. Your own breath mirrors it, naturally, without effort. If sleep has not fully arrived yet, that is okay. You are very close. Rest is already happening beneath the surface, smoothing edges, untangling thoughts. And if sleep has already taken you, then these words are simply part of the fog now, drifting through your dreams without shape or sound. The night holds steady. The forest watches kindly. Even foggy days, even foggy nights, always lead us safely back. I will remain quiet with you now, letting the story fade completely into rest. The forest night stretches on, endless and gentle. Each tree stands like a quiet guardian, their branches whispering just enough to remind the world that it is alive, but not demanding attention. Fudge lies curled in his cozy nook beneath the oak, soft paws tucked close, ears barely twitching. His breathing is steady, calm, even. Outside, the fog flows through the forest like a slow river, pooling in dips, rolling over roots, and curling around stones. It makes the world feel larger and smaller at the same time. Larger because everything seems endless and mysterious. Smaller because everything is close and intimate under its soft cover. It is protective, silent, patient. You may imagine yourself lying beside Fudge now, letting your own body soften into this quiet rhythm. Feel your shoulders melt into the surface beneath you. Let your jaw release, lips parting slightly, as if letting the day slip quietly away. Hands rest wherever they happen to fall, heavy but not strained. Legs are warm and relaxed. The fire in Fudge's home has died down almost entirely, leaving behind only glowing embers. They pulse gently in the hearth, each beat like a heartbeat you can feel if you focus. Not rushed, not urgent, steady, a slow, comforting presence that reminds the forest and youth that everything is safe, everything is watched over, everything is calm. Fudge dreams of walking through the fog again, but this time it is no longer unsettling. He moves without worry. Each step presses lightly against moss and fallen leaves. Each breath fills with the scent of wet earth, wood, and something faintly sweet, like berries tucked away in the underbrush. Every sound, the distant drip of water, the rustle of small creatures in their nests, the soft swoop of owl overhead is soft, rhythmic, and comforting. You may notice your own breath matching this rhythm now, in and out, in and out. Each one is slower than the last, each one carrying you a little deeper into calm. A gentle breeze drifts through the forest, brushing against tree trunks, moving through leaves, and whispering past Fudge's ears. The fog swirls slightly, playful but never alarming. A tiny chill brushes his fur, then disappears, leaving only a sense of awareness and calm. You may imagine this breeze passing over you to light, soothing, clearing the edges of any remaining tension. Above, the stars glow faintly through the fog, pale and soft. They blink slowly, deliberately, as if they are breathing too. And with them, owl's steady presence above watches gently, not guarding in a sharp way, but simply ensuring that everything beneath is safe, that nothing will disturb the calm of night. Fudge drifts closer to sleep with each moment, His body grows heavier, more content. His mind eases, letting the fog from the forest mingle with the fog in his thoughts, softening everything that felt sharp or hurried during the day. You may feel this softening too, in your own body and mind, tension falling away like leaves drifting to the forest floor. The forest is full of small movements you might not notice consciously, but your subconscious can. Tiny sparks of life, an insect resting, a squirrel's tail twitching in sleep, mouse snuggled in his little nest, a fox shifting in his bed. These details add texture, rhythm, and reassurance. The world is alive, yes, but calm, steady, patient. And Fudge's home, small and warm beneath the old oak, is part of that rhythm. Each heartbeat of the house, the faint groan of wood settling, the embers' pulse, the occasional rustle of leaves against the walls matches the slow rise and fall of his chest. This rhythm extends outward, into the forest, into the fog, and, if you allow it, into you. In this quiet, there is nothing to do, no one to answer, no plans to make. Nothing matters except the softness of the night, the warmth beneath you, and the gentle pull of sleep moving closer, like the tide slowly reaching the shore. You may imagine the fog beginning to lift just slightly, only enough to let the moonlight brush your face. Or perhaps it lingers, comforting and close. Either way, it feels protective, gentle. You are wrapped in it. You are safe. You are held. Fudge's dreams have merged with the forest now. There are no boundaries between him and the quiet, silver world outside. Every leaf, every stone, every drop of dew pulses with the same calm, easy rhythm. You can feel it too, if you let yourself. A gentle, continuous flow of ease and safety. And in that moment, the world holds only softness, warmth, and rest. The forest night stretches quietly, vast and steady. Every tree, every stone, every blade of grass seems to exhale in rhythm with the fog. It rises and falls like a slow wave, brushing softly across the forest floor, curling around roots, drifting through leaves. The world itself feels calm, like it has remembered how to breathe slowly after a long day. Fudge lies curled in his little nook beneath the oak tree, completely relaxed. His paws are tucked close, his tail wrapped softly around him. The embers in the hearth glow faintly, sending tiny waves of warmth into the room. Each pulse of light is steady and slow, a quiet heartbeat that matches the rhythm of his own. Outside, the fog shimmers faintly in the moonlight, pale and soft. It moves without urgency, drifting lazily between trees, creating quiet pockets of shadow and light. Each movement is deliberate, calm, and safe. Fudge can feel it wrapping around the forest like a gentle hug, just enough to soften edges, blur the unfamiliar, and turn the ordinary into something magical. You might imagine yourself there too, lying quietly beside him, letting your body sink fully into the surface beneath you. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your hands and arms feel heavy, legs relaxed, eyes closed, or gently resting on the ceiling or the room around you. Let the rhythm of the night wrap around you like a blanket. Fudge's breathing is slow, steady, in and out. Each breath feels long, easy, comforting. You may notice your own breath settling into a similar rhythm. No effort is required. Your body knows exactly how to breathe. A soft breeze drifts through the trees, brushing gently across Fudge's fur. The leaves whisper as it passes, soft and distant. It carries the faint scent of earth, moss, and something sweet, like wild berries, tucked under fallen leaves. You may imagine that breeze brushing across your own skin, clearing away tension, leaving only calm. From high in the branches, owl calls softly, not a sharp hoot, but a gentle, calming sound. It echoes faintly through the fog, reminding the forest that it is safe. Fudge listens. The sound carries peace. Each note slows him even further, letting him sink deeper into comfort. Nearby, Mouse sleeps with his lantern extinguished, warmth radiating from his tiny home. Squirrel curls up snugly in the nest he built among the leaves, acorns safely tucked around him. The forest is full of small movements, but none of them disturb the calm. Everything breathes together, steady, slow, and reassuring. Fudge's dreams begin to blur. He is no longer walking, no longer noticing shapes or sounds in detail. He simply exists within the comfort of the forest. The fog wraps around him, the warmth of the hearth extends outward, and the moonlight falls softly across his fur. You might feel yourself doing the same, slipping into a space where nothing needs to be done, nowhere to go, nothing to solve, just warmth, just safety, just the soft rhythm of breathing. The fog moves gently outside, curling around tree trunks, settling in dips along the forest floor. It feels protective, like a soft pillow draped over the land. And inside, the fire pulses softly, a quiet heartbeat, steady and reassuring. Fudge's chest rises and falls slowly. Your own chest may be doing the same, in and out, in and out. Each breath is slower than the last. Each moment takes you further into rest. The forest is deep in slumber now, yet alive in a calm, quiet way. Even in dreams, every creature is cared for, every path known, every step safe. Fudge knows this. He trusts it. You can trust it too. Time becomes meaningless. Only the soft, steady pulse of the night exists. Only the warmth of the fire. Only the gentle fog brushing the forest. Only the rhythm of breath. Only calm. Only rest. Even foggy days, even foggy nights, always lead us safely back, and Fudge sleeps. And you can sleep too. The forest is now a hushed world of silver-gray shapes and muted shadows. Fog flows slowly, like a gentle stream, winding between the roots and moss, curling around tree trunks, and settling in soft, low clouds over the forest floor. It moves without hurry, without purpose, except to be gentle, to hold everything safely. Every leaf, every stone, every hidden creature is softened, calm, still. Inside the old oak, Fudge sleeps peacefully. His small chest rises and falls steadily. The warmth of the hearth wraps around him, a soft pulse that mirrors the rhythm of his own body. The fire is almost gone now, leaving faint embers that glow faintly like distant stars resting on the floor. The scent of warm wood, earth, and a hint of herbs lingers in the air, grounding him in comfort. Fudge's dreams are quiet now. He is no longer walking through the forest or noticing paths and trees. He is simply resting within the soft embrace of everything around him: the fog, the trees, the warmth of home, the gentle rhythm of night. He feels held, safe, loved. You may imagine yourself there too, lying quietly beside him. Let your body sink fully into the surface beneath you. Let your arms rest wherever they fall, your shoulders loose, your jaw soft. Let your legs and feet feel heavy, supported. Let the breath move naturally, in and out, slow and easy, like the tide on a calm shore. Outside, the fog swirls and drifts lazily. It brushes gently past branches, moves quietly over moss and fallen leaves, and settles softly around stones and roots. There is no rush, there is no noise, only movement that soothes, that blankets the forest in rest. High above, Owl watches silently, perched in the branches, his eyes half closed, steady and calm. His presence is quiet reassurance, a gentle guardian over Fudge and the forest. From the distant treetops, the faint sounds of small creatures settling in their nests drift through the fog. The soft scratch of squirrel tucking into leaves, mouse curling beside a tiny lantern, a faint shuffle of tiny paws in hidden burrows. Fudge's breathing continues, steady and relaxed. You may notice your own chest rising and falling in sync, each breath longer, slower, heavier. Every exhale releases tension, worry, and the smallest traces of wakefulness. Every inhale brings warmth, calm, and safety. The fog outside deepens gently, thickening just enough to blur the edges of the forest. It drifts silently, protective, like a soft, invisible hug over the land. Inside, the faint glow of embers and the memory of warmth from the hearth fill the air around Fudge, carrying into your own imagination. In this quiet, Fudge's mind is soft. No words, no worries, only a feeling of safety and rest. Only the gentle pulse of life around him, the forest breathing slowly, the fog moving in soft ribbons, the embers in the hearth pulsing faintly. You may feel yourself sinking further into comfort now. Every small muscle, every small thought, letting go. No effort, no expectation, only the steady rhythm of night. The stars peek through the thinning fog now, tiny points of soft, silver light. They blink slowly, deliberately, like the whole world is exhaling in unison. The owl shifts slightly on his branch, wings tucked neatly, eyes still calm. Mouse dreams quietly in his nest. Squirrel curls tighter in his leaves. The forest holds still, and Fudge drifts deeper into sleep. Your own mind may now feel like this forest, soft and gentle. Your body may feel like Fudge's, nook, warm, safe, supported. The fog, the fire, the night, all of it, moving with you, guiding you into deeper, uninterrupted rest. Even foggy nights, even days that feel unclear or uncertain, always lead back to safety, warmth, and calm. And now, in this quiet, all that exists is rest. All that exists is sleep. All that exists is peace. Fog curls between the trunks and roots, weaving in soft, silver ribbons. It brushes gently past leaves, settling in dips along the forest floor. Every motion is slow, deliberate, protective. The forest has paused completely, letting the night carry its own rhythm. Fudge sleeps on, completely at ease. The embers in the hearth are faintly glowing, warm enough to remind him of the day's gentle sunlight filtered through the trees. The air is quiet, filled only with subtle, natural sounds, the soft exhale of the fog, a branch settling, the faint rustle of a tiny creature shifting in its nest. Each sound is a lullaby, steady and calm. Feel your arms and legs soften completely. Feel your spine sink comfortably into the surface beneath you. Your shoulders drop, your jaw relaxes, your chest rises and falls slowly, naturally, matching the forest's gentle pulse. The fog drifts outside like liquid silver, curling around stones, roots, and trunks. It does not hurry, it does not pull, it simply moves with care, shaping the world softly so that nothing feels sharp or alarming. The entire forest breathes in quiet unison, slow and deep, with life contained within its calm. Fudge's dreams have dissolved into pure sensation. He feels warmth, safety, and steady companionship. He no longer notices specific trees or paths. He only feels the pulse of the night, the rhythm of the hearth, the protective blanket of fog, the soft weight of his home holding him. You can feel this too. Let yourself become weightless and heavy at the same time. Let your thoughts drift without focus. Let your body sink into stillness. Each exhale releases tension. Each inhale brings gentle comfort. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. There is only this slow, soft moment. Above, owl shifts on his branch, settling deeper into sleep. Mouse curls tighter in his nest, the tiny lantern extinguished. The squirrel's tail twitches once, then rests. Every creature is held in silence. The forest hums with slow, steady life, a rhythm you can follow if you simply listen with your imagination. Fudge's breathing is now almost a whisper. Rise, fall, rise, fall. The ember's glow pulses in time with him. The fog drifts through the trees, wrapping the world in soft silver light. Each movement is slow, safe, protective, inviting rest. You may notice the same rhythm in yourself, deepening with every passing second. Your chest rises and falls without thought. Your body becomes heavy, relaxed, and warm. Your mind softens, edges blurring like the fog curling between the trees. Even foggy nights, even days that feel uncertain or confusing, always lead us safely back to warmth.com and rest. Fudge sleeps completely now. His paws twitch gently in dreams, perhaps dreaming of soft leaves, warm acorns, or the faint glow of lanterns in the fog. The fire has faded to embers. The forest rests. The fog embraces the world, and you are resting too. Let yourself sink fully into this peaceful space. Breathe in and out slowly. Everything is calm. Everything is safe. Everything is soft. And now, sleep is welcome. The forest is quiet beyond quiet. The fog hugs every trunk, every branch, every route, wrapping the world in soft, silver folds. It moves without sound, drifting lazily, curling over stones, settling in low areas like a gentle, protective blanket. Every movement is slow, deliberate, and soothing. There is nothing sudden, nothing sharp, only softness, only stillness. Fudge is completely asleep now, tucked into his cozy nook beneath the oak tree. His paws are relaxed, tucked close, tail resting comfortably. The faint glow of the embers pulses slowly beside him, sending waves of gentle warmth that reach even the corners of his little home. His breathing is soft, steady, deep. Each exhale releases the last traces of tension from his day. You may imagine yourself lying there beside him, fully supported, fully safe. Your body is heavy but comfortable. Your arms and legs rest where they naturally fall. Your shoulders drop. Your jaw is soft. Your eyes rest easily. Your breathing flows gently, like the waves of fog drifting through the forest. Outside, the fog continues to move in delicate swirls, brushing lightly against leaves and branches, curling along roots and stones. It blurs everything gently, turning sharp edges into soft outlines. The world is safe, softened, and still. Every movement in the forest is slow and deliberate, in harmony with the rhythm of Fudge's breathing. Fudge's dreams are quiet and warm. He no longer notices trees, paths, or lanterns. He only feels the warmth of his home, the pulse of the embers, the gentle weight of the fog outside. His mind has been emptied of worry, fear, and effort. It has become a soft, quiet space. You may feel your own mind drifting the same way. Thoughts may come and go, like fog lifting briefly, then settling again. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to chase them. They float by, soft and distant. You remain calm, safe, and supported. Above, an owl sleeps on his branch. Mouse rests in his nest. Squirrels curl among leaves. Every creature in the forest is wrapped in calm. The fog moves around them like a gentle, invisible hand, ensuring everything rests peacefully. Fudge's breathing slows even more, deep and regular, in perfect rhythm with the pulse of the embers and the whisper of the fog. You may notice your own breathing settling into the same pattern, in and out, deeper and slower with every cycle. The fog outside thickens just slightly, creating a quiet cocoon around the forest. The night feels infinite, soft, and protective. You are part of this cocoon now. Nothing can reach you. Nothing can disturb this stillness. You are safe. You are warm. You are calm. Even foggy nights, even days that feel uncertain or unclear, always lead us safely back to peace, warmth, and rest. Fudge's small chest rises and falls steadily. Your body mirrors it. Your thoughts drift. Your breath flows naturally. The forest, the fog, the embers, Fudge, and you are all part of one gentle rhythm now. A rhythm of rest, of safety, of stillness. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to notice, nothing more to hold on to. Only calm, only warmth, only peace. Sleep is here. The forest stretches endlessly in the soft silver fog. Every tree stands still, every branch and leaf hushed. Even the tiniest creature's mouse, squirrel, owl, and fox are resting, breathing in rhythm with the gentle pulse of the night. The fog drifts lazily around them, wrapping everything in a soft, protective blanket. It moves slowly, curling around roots, over stones, under fallen leaves, and across the forest floor. Nothing is hurried. Nothing is sharp. Everything is softened, still, and safe. Fudge sleeps soundly in his nook beneath the oak tree. His body is warm, his paws tucked close, tail resting comfortably. The faint glow of embers in the hearth sends waves of gentle warmth that stretch into the room, mingling with the cool, soft fog flowing through tiny cracks in the tree. His breathing is slow, steady, deep, and calm. Each exhale releases the last threads of the day's energy. Each inhale draws in warmth, calm, and safety. You may imagine yourself lying beside him now, supported fully, wrapped in quiet, letting your body melt into the surface beneath you. Arms and legs resting naturally. Shoulders are soft, jaws relaxed, eyes heavy or gently closed. Your breathing is slow, deep, and effortless. Each inhale carries peace. Each exhale releases tension. Above, owl shifts slightly in his branch, settling deeper, eyes half closed, steady and watchful in his calm. Mouse rests in his little nest. Squirrel curls snugly among autumn leaves. And every small creature in the forest is held in this slow, quiet rhythm. Every heartbeat, every breath, every movement of the fog or the embers contributes to a steady, reassuring pulse. You are part of it now. Fudge's dreams are empty of worry. He is no longer moving through paths or noticing shapes. He only feels warmth, softness, and steady care. His mind has emptied, softened. His thoughts are drifting slowly, like leaves floating on a calm stream. You may feel the same. Let your thoughts drift. Let them pass without holding on to them. They are like the fog's soft light, distant. There is nothing urgent, nothing requiring effort. Only rest, only calm, only presence. The fog curls around tree trunks, drifts over mossy stones, and settles into every hollow. It blurs all sharp edges, softening the forest into a gentle, silver world. Every breath of wind moves slowly, softly, almost imperceptibly, like a lullaby whispered across the trees. Fudge's breathing slows further. His chest rises and falls in a gentle, predictable rhythm. You may notice your own chest moving in sync, slower, deeper, more relaxed with every breath. Every muscle in your body softens a little more. Every thought drifts a little further away. Even foggy nights, even moments that feel uncertain or unclear, always lead us safely back to warmth, comfort, and peace. The forest, the fog, Fudge, and you exist together in this gentle rhythm now. No need to move, no need to think, no need to do anything. Only the calm of night, only the soft pulse of life, only the quiet that carries you deeper into rest. Sleep is here. Sleep is safe. Sleep is gentle, and you may drift fully into it now. The forest has settled into perfect stillness now. The fog flows silently through the trees, curling around roots, stones, and fallen leaves. Its movement is slow, deliberate, gentle, a soft, protective embrace around every creature, every tree, every little nook and hollow. The night feels infinite, yet intimate, as if the whole forest is exhaling quietly, slowly, and reassuringly. Fudge sleeps completely beneath the oak tree. His small body is relaxed, paws tucked in, tail wrapped comfortably around him. The hearth has cooled just enough that only the faintest glow remains, like tiny embers, breathing gently. Each pulse of that faint warmth reaches him softly, carrying calm and peace deep into his little body. His breathing is long, slow, and steady, a rhythm that you can imagine echoing through the forest and into your own chest. You may feel yourself lying beside him now. Let your body sink fully into the surface beneath you. Your arms rest naturally, legs heavy and relaxed. Shoulders are soft, jaws loose, eyes closing completely or just resting gently. Every inhale brings warmth, comfort, and calm. Every exhale releases tension, effort, and any lingering wakefulness. High above, Owl shifts slightly, settling deeper on his branch. His eyes are half closed, calm, and watchful. Mouse rests quietly in his little nest. Squirrels curled snugly among autumn leaves. Even the smallest movements of the forest are slow, deliberate, and reassuring. Each movement is part of a quiet rhythm that surrounds and holds you to. The fog drifts lazily, softening every outline, blurring every edge. It moves like a gentle wave, curling around trees, flowing over mossy stones, and pooling in the low places of the forest floor. Every corner of the forest is held in this quiet, protective hush. Nothing can disturb it. Nothing can rush it. Everything is softened, safe, and calm. Fudge's dreams are now pure calm. No paths, no sounds, no worries, only warmth, softness, and the gentle rhythm of life surrounding him. His mind has emptied into rest, drifting like a leaf floating slowly downstream. You may feel yourself drifting the same way. Thoughts come and go, softly, lightly, like fog lifting and settling again. There is no need to follow them. They are distant, gentle, and harmless. Your mind is softening, releasing, and sinking deeper into the slow rhythm of the forest. Even the stars above peek faintly through the silver fog, blinking softly, slowly, like distant, watchful eyes. Owl's presence in the trees, mouse curled in his nest, squirrel tucked among leaves. The gentle pulse of embers from the hearthall of it holds the forest in calm, and you are part of this quiet, safe world. Fudge's breathing slows further. His chest rises and falls in a perfect, steady rhythm. You may notice your own breath matching it, deeper, slower, heavier, more relaxed with every cycle. Every exhale softens your body. Every inhale brings warmth, safety, and rest. Even foggy nights, even uncertain moments, always lead safely back to comfort, calm, and peace. The world is steady. The forest is steady. Fudge is safe. You are safe. Everything is calm. Everything is soft. Everything is gentle. Sleep is here. Sleep is welcome. Sleep is easy. The fog drifts endlessly through the forest, curling around tree trunks, roots, and stones, flowing like liquid silver. Every movement is slow and deliberate, wrapping the forest in a soft, protective blanket. It blurs edges and shapes, creating a quiet, intimate world where nothing is sharp or alarming. The forest breathes in unison with the fog, each inhale and exhale measured, calm, steady. Fudge sleeps completely beneath his oak tree, his little body relaxed, paws tucked close, tail resting comfortably. The embers in the hearth pulse faintly, sending gentle waves of warmth that reach even the farthest corners of the cozy room. His breathing is deep, slow, and rhythmic, carrying with it a sense of peace that spreads outward, touching the forest, the fog, and now your own imagination. You may imagine yourself lying beside him, fully supported, fully safe, and completely relaxed. Your arms rest naturally, shoulders soft, jaw loose, legs heavy and warm. Each inhale carries comfort and calm. Each exhale releases tension and any remaining wakefulness. Let your breath fall into a slow, steady rhythm, matching the pulse of the embers, the fog, and Fudge's chest. Above, Owl shifts slightly on his branch, settling deeper into rest. His eyes are half closed, calm and gentle. Mouse curls up snugly in his nest. Squirrel nestles among leaves, and every little creature in the forest drifts in perfect stillness. Each heartbeat, each breath, each movement of the fog or embers contributes to a steady, quiet rhythm that surrounds you and holds you in peace. Fudge's dreams are soft and warm. He no longer notices shapes or paths, only the gentle presence of the world around him, the fog, the forest, the warmth of home, the subtle pulse of life. His mind has emptied of worry. It floats lightly, like a leaf drifting on a calm stream. You may imagine yourself drifting the same way. Thoughts pass gently, like fog rolling through the trees, soft and distant. There is no need to chase them, no need to hold them. You remain calm, supported. The fog drifts higher now, curling among tree branches, flowing like a silver river, softening the forest even more. The stars above peek faintly through the haze, tiny points of light, blinking slowly, deliberately. Each blink mirrors the gentle rise and fall of Fudge's breath, steady and rhythmic. Even foggy nights, even uncertain moments, always lead safely back to warmth, comfort, and rest. The forest, the fog, the hearth, Fudge, and you are all part of the same slow, protective rhythm. There is nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to answer, only calm, only safety, only sleep. Fudge sleeps fully now, completely at ease. Your body may feel heavier, warmer, more relaxed with every passing moment. Your mind drifts softly, gently, effortlessly. The pulse of the forest, the fog, the hearth, and Fudge carries you deeper into this calm, slow, peaceful space. Everything is soft, everything is gentle, everything is safe. Sleep is here, sleep is deep, sleep is welcome. The forest now feels suspended in time, wrapped in fog that curls slowly around each tree trunk, root, and stone. Its movement is deliberate and calm, softening every edge, blurring every outline. The night carries a gentle rhythm, steady and quiet, as if the whole forest is breathing in unison. The fog drifts like a protective blanket, wrapping every creature, every nook, every hollow in softness and safety. Fudge lies completely still beneath the oak tree. His small body is relaxed, paws tucked close, tail resting gently. The faint glow from the embers in the hearth sends out waves of warmth that reach even the edges of the little room. Each pulse is slow, steady, comforting, echoing the rhythm of Fudge's breathing. His chest rises and falls, steady and calm, and you can feel that same rhythm settling in your own body. You may imagine yourself lying beside him now, fully supported, fully safe, completely relaxed, arms resting naturally, legs heavy and warm, shoulders soft, jaw loose, eyes resting gently or closed completely. Each breath brings comfort, warmth, and calm. Each breath out releases tension, letting go of any lingering wakefulness. You are carried by the slow rhythm of the forest, the hearth, and Fudge's own steady breathing. Above, Owl shifts slightly, settling more deeply into his branch. His eyes are calm, half-closed, gentle, like a quiet guardian watching over the forest. Mouse curls snugly in his tiny nest, Squirrel tucks closer into the leaves, and every little creature drifts in perfect calm. Every heartbeat, every soft breath, every gentle movement of the fog or embers forms a rhythm that surrounds you completely in peace. Fudge's dreams are soft and warm. No paths to follow, no shapes to identify. Only the gentle presence of the world around him, the fog, the forest, the warmth of the hearth, the subtle pulse of life. His mind is empty and light, drifting slowly like a leaf floating on a calm stream. You may feel yourself drifting in the same way. Thoughts come softly, like mist rising through the trees. They pass without effort, without chase, without concern. You remain supported, safe, and calm. The rhythm of your breath, the forest, the fog, and Fudge carries you deeper, slower, and further into stillness. The fog drifts higher, curling among the branches, moving like a silver river across the forest. The stars peek faintly through the haze, tiny points of light blinking slowly and deliberately. Each blink mirrors the gentle rise and fall of Fudge's breath, the slow pulsing of the embers, and the soft movement of the fog. You feel it all carrying you deeper into calm, into safety, into sleep. Even foggy nights, even uncertain moments, always lead safely back to warmth, comfort, and rest. The forest, the fog, the hearth, Fudge, and you are all part of the same steady, slow, protective rhythm. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to hold, only calm, only peace, only rest. Fudge sleeps completely now, completely at ease. You feel the same, heavier, warmer, more relaxed with every breath. Your mind drifts softly, gently, effortlessly. The rhythm of the forest, the hearth, the fog, and Fudge carries you deeper and deeper into this soft, slow, peaceful space. Everything is gentle. Everything is soft. Everything is safe. Sleep is here. Sleep is deep. Sleep is welcome. Dear listener, let yourself settle in. Take a deep breath and feel the weight of your body sinking comfortably into the surface beneath you. The world outside is quiet, and right here, right now, you are safe, warm, and cozy. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your legs and arms feel heavy and completely relaxed. Our story today sets sail at a tiny animal town, nestled deep in the forest, just as a soft, silvery fog has rolled in. The fog curls between the mushroom houses and tree homes, drifting lazily over the cobblestone paths, softening every sound, every color, every shape. It's a gentle fog, wrapping the town like a quiet, protective blanket, slowing everything down. Fudge wakes up to this foggy morning, his small paws stretching, his little nose twitching as the cool mist drifts past the windows. Today, a special invitation waits for him, a tiny note, folded neatly, with a warm scent of tea leaves lingering from the paper. He unfolds it slowly, reading the delicate handwriting that says, "Please join us for a quiet tea at the little shop in the square." Instead of rushing, Fudge takes a long, slow breath and steps carefully into the fog. Each footstep is soft on the moss-covered ground. He notices little things that only the fog reveals, dew sparkling like tiny diamonds on leaves, the gentle rhythm of his paws pressing into the soft earth, the muffled sounds of the forest that make the world feel both vast and safe. As Fudge walks, the warm glow of lights shines faintly from windows, golden and inviting, like tiny lanterns holding the fog at bay. He hears the faintest rustle of leaves, the distant flutter of wings, and each sound is gentle, slow, and soothing. The fog slows everything down, reminding Fudge that there is no need to hurry. Every small step, every breath, every little observation carries comfort. When he reaches the tea shop, the door creaks open softly, and a warm aroma of chamomile and honey drifts out to greet him. Inside, his friends are already there, sitting with little mugs in their paws. The steam rises in gentle curls, warm and comforting, filling the room with the scent of calm. Outside, the fog lingers quietly, but inside, the world feels safe, cozy, and bright. Fudge settles down, letting his fur warm in the soft glow of the tea shop. Each sip from his mug brings a wave of warmth that spreads through him, relaxing every small muscle, softening every thought, slowing every heartbeat. His friends smile softly, exchanging gentle words, laughter quiet and slow, like a lullaby drifting in the foggy morning. The fog outside continues its gentle drift, curling over rooftops and around the forest paths. It is a soft reminder to slow down, to notice the small wonders of the world, and to allow quiet moments to fill our hearts. And Fudge, surrounded by friends and warmth, feels the beauty of this slow, cozy day. Even foggy mornings, even quiet walks through mist, are messages from the forest. They tell us to slow down, to breathe, to savor warmth and companionship. to notice the small and gentle things around us. And so Fudge sips his tea, watches the fog swirl outside, and feels perfectly content, perfectly safe, perfectly calm. And you, dear listener, may feel the same. Let your body sink further into comfort. Let your mind drift softly, like the fog curling through the forest. Sleep is welcome. Sleep is easy. Sleep is warm. Feel the gentle weight of your arms and legs, your shoulders softening, your jaw relaxing. Let your eyes rest easily, whether closed or just softly focused. Breathe in slowly and exhale fully, releasing the tension of the day. You are safe, you are warm, and right now there is nothing you need to do but listen and drift. The fog drifts slowly between mushroom houses and tree homes, curling around cobblestone paths, brushing gently over leaves and stones, softening every sound and shadow. Everything feels slow and quiet, as though the forest itself has pressed pause to allow for rest, reflection, and calm. Fudge awakens to this serene, foggy morning. His small paws stretch as he yawns, whiskers twitching in the cool, damp air. The little home he calls his own feels warmer than ever, cocooned against the gray of the fog outside. On his table rests a tiny note, sealed with a small leaf-shaped stamp. He picks it up and unfolds it slowly, noticing the faint scent of chamomile that drifts from the paper. The delicate handwriting reads, "Dear Fudge, please join us for a quiet tea at the little shop in the square. We will wait for you warmly, your friends." Instead of rushing, Fudge takes a deep, calming breath. With careful, deliberate steps, he leaves his cozy home and enters the soft, misty streets. Each paw-step is muffled by the moss-covered ground, every sound muted and gentle. He notices details that might have gone unnoticed on a normal morning. Droplets of dew clinging to leaves, reflecting the soft, diffuse light. The faint scent of wet earth and forest flowers. As Fudge walks, he feels the fog brushing lightly against his fur, cool but comforting, like a soft blanket wrapping him gently. The familiar paths look different, softened and blurred by the mist, but that is part of their magic. He takes slow breaths, noticing the rhythm of his own chest rising and falling, in harmony with the slow dance of the fog around him. Through the haze, the warm glow of windows appears, scattered across the tiny town like golden lanterns. Each light beckons softly, comforting and reassuring, guiding him along the quiet streets. Fudge takes his time, noticing the way the fog drifts past the lanterns, swirling lazily as if curious about the warmth inside each home. He hears soft sounds in the distance, the faint rustle of leaves, a tiny splash of dew landing on the cobblestones, and the occasional chirp or flutter of wings. Each sound is slow, deliberate, and soothing, like a gentle lullaby whispered through the fog. There is no hurry, no urgency, only the quiet rhythm of the morning, the forest, and Fudge's own calm steps. Finally, he reaches the little tea shop in the center of the town. Its wooden sign sways gently, creaking softly in the morning breeze. The door opens with a quiet squeak, releasing a warm aroma of honey, chamomile, and cinnamon. The fog remains outside, curling softly around the building, while inside, warmth and comfort fill the air. Squirrel offers a soft smile, holding a steaming cup of herbal tea, while Mouse carefully sets down a plate of tiny, warm biscuits. Owl perches nearby, his eyes gentle and calm, a soft blanket draped over his wings for warmth. Fudge feels the slow, comforting pulse of friendship and care, settling down into a soft chair by the window. The fog stays outside, curling and drifting, but inside the tea shop, everything is warm, bright, and slow. The warmth of the cup seeps into his paws, then his chest, then his entire body. He closes his eyes for a moment, savoring the flavor and the feeling, letting the soft heat melt away any lingering tension. The quiet chatter of friends is gentle and slow, like a lullaby, each voice carrying comfort rather than urgency. Outside, the fog continues to drift lazily, moving across rooftops, through the trees, and curling gently around the cobblestone streets. It is a reminder that slowing down can be a gift, that quiet moments are just as important as busy ones. Fudge watches the fog swirl outside, feeling content, safe, and completely at peace. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm too. I always wonder, where in the world are you listening from right now? If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment, maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and get comfortable. Fudge takes another slow sip of tea, noticing the way the steam curls into the air. Each curl moves gently, floating lazily upward, blending with the soft light and muted colors of the tea shop. He hears the soft scrape of a chair as Squirrel settles in beside him, the tiny clink of a spoon stirring honey in a cup, the muffled giggle of Mouse arranging small pastries on a plate. Every sound is gentle, slow, deliberate, a rhythm that carries calm and rest. Fudge notices how each sip, each sound, each soft movement is part of the same quiet harmony. The fog outside, which at first seemed mysterious or even a little confusing, now feels like a companion, urging him to slow down and appreciate the warmth and calm inside. The morning stretches lazily, no rush to finish, no hurry to move on. Only this moment, cozy, safe, and comforting. The warmth of the tea seeps into his paws, chest, and belly. Fudge leans back slightly, closing his eyes, letting the soft weight of the fog, the gentle light, and the quiet companionship of friends settle deep into him. Outside, the fog drifts still, gentle, and unhurried, reminding him that slowing down is part of life's quiet beauty. And here, in this little tea shop, with friends around him and the fog lingering softly outside, Fudge feels completely at peace. Fudge takes another careful sip of tea, feeling the warmth spread slowly through his little body. The quiet of the tea shop wraps around him like a soft blanket. Outside, the fog drifts lazily, curling around the edges of the windows, turning the world into a gentle haze. Each swirl of mist moves softly, deliberately, carrying the quiet rhythm of the morning. Squirrel sits beside him, offering a tiny biscuit from the plate on the table. Its warmth feels comforting in his paws, and Fudge notices the delicate sweetness, the soft crumb, the gentle scent of honey and nuts. Every small sensation is magnified in the calm of the foggy day, the steam rising from the tea, the faint creak of the wooden floor, the soft shuffle of paws as friends move quietly around the shop. Mouse leans over, adjusting the little patchwork scarf around her neck, and whispers a soft good morning as she pours herself tea. The sound is gentle and deliberate, like the soft patter of rain against a window. Fudge notices how safe and unhurried everything feels here. The fog outside keeps the world at bay, allowing the small town, the tea shop, and its friends to exist in a bubble of warmth and peace. Owl, perched near the window, blinks slowly, watching the mist drift past the glass. His feathers ruffle slightly in the soft warmth of the room. Even his quiet presence brings a sense of calm, like a slow, steady heartbeat. Fudge breathes in deeply, smelling the mix of chamomile, honey, and the soft, earthy scent that drifts in from the forest. Each breath is gentle, relaxing, grounding. Fudge notices tiny details that are usually overlooked, the way the steam rises in slow spirals from the mugs, the soft glow of sunlight trying to pierce through the fog, the gentle tap of paws as someone moves a chair closer to the table. Every movement is deliberate, unhurried, and comforting. Each detail encourages him to slow down, to savor the moment, to be fully present. Outside, the fog swirls like a silver river drifting through the tiny town, around mushroom houses and tree homes. It moves slowly, curling over rooftops, hiding details that would normally distract, turning familiar streets into soft, comforting shapes. Fudge watches the mist dance across the cobblestones, feeling a gentle sense of wonder and quiet joy. Squirrel reaches over and nudges him gently, offering a small piece of soft cake. The texture is tender and warm, the flavor comforting and familiar. Fudge chews slowly, savoring each bite, letting the warmth of the tea and the sweetness of the cake spread through him. Each small taste is magnified by the calm, quiet environment, becoming almost a meditation in itself. Mouse whispers a story about a tiny adventure she had the day before. Her voice is soft, deliberate, and warm, like a lullaby drifting through the fog. Fudge listens, feeling each word settle like a gentle weight in his mind, releasing any leftover restlessness. The words float softly, mingling with the smell of tea and the warmth of the room, wrapping everyone in a cocoon of comfort. The fog outside shifts slowly, revealing tiny glimpses of the forest beyond. Dew glimmers on leaves, catching the faint morning light, and Fudge notices the gentle movement of branches swaying in the soft wind. Each moment outside the tea shop feels like a painting, blurred and softened by the fog, turning even ordinary sights into small miracles. Every sip of tea, every bite of cake, every soft sound of movement, every whisper of the fog outside carries Fudge deeper into relaxation. He feels his little paws grow heavy, his shoulders soft, his chest rising and falling in perfect rhythm with his slow, deliberate breathing. His eyelids grow heavier. The warmth of the tea shop, the soft presence of friends, and the quiet rhythm of the fog lull him into a gentle drowsiness. Fudge leans back slightly, closing his eyes for a moment, letting the slow rhythm of the room and the drifting mist outside sink fully into him. Take a breath, notice the small wonders, rest, be safe. Fudge feels the truth of it in his own body, how slowing down, noticing details, and savoring warmth brings comfort, calm, and peace. Each friend in the tea shop mirrors the same quiet rhythm. Squirrel's paws rest lightly on the table. Mouse's soft movements are gentle and unhurried. The owl blinks slowly, his feathers settling with deliberate calm. Every small action, every tiny sound, every soft smell combines into a perfect, slow lullaby of the foggy morning. Fudge finishes his tea, feeling the last warmth of the cup spread through him. The fog outside continues to swirl lazily, but it no longer feels distant or cold. It is a gentle companion, a reminder to pause, to breathe, to savor, to rest. He takes a deep, slow breath, letting the warmth of the tea shop, the comfort of his friends, and the soft rhythm of the fog fill him completely. He leans back, resting against the warm wood of the chair, eyes half closed, feeling a deep sense of calm and security. The world is slow, the fog is soft, the tea shop is warm, Fudge is safe. Sleepiness grows, a gentle wave moving through him. Each breath carries him deeper. Each heartbeat matches the slow rhythm of the fog, the warm light, and the soft voices of his friends. The town, the forest, and the tea shop are all part of this slow, comforting rhythm. And you, dear listener, are carried along with it, safe and warm. Fudge rests quietly, letting the warmth of the tea shop soak into him. His little paws curl softly on the table, and his ears twitch occasionally as he listens to the muted sounds around him. The soft clinking of cups, the faint scrape of a chair, and the gentle whisper of wind against the windows all blend together into a slow, soothing melody. Each tiny sound is a reminder of safety, calm, and presence. Outside, the fog continues to drift, curling around tree trunks, winding through the streets of the tiny animal town, and smoothing the sharp edges of the morning. It moves deliberately, like a slow, gentle wave, carrying a message. There is no rush, there is nothing to hurry toward. Every step, every breath, every moment is enough. Squirrel reaches over and offers Fudge another warm biscuit, and he takes it slowly, savoring the soft texture and gentle sweetness. Mouse pours herself another cup of tea, the faint aroma of chamomile rising into the air, curling around Fudge like a soft embrace. Owl blinks slowly, watching from his perch, the warmth of the tea shop reflecting softly in his eyes. The world feels quiet, safe, and steady. Fudge glances around the tea shop, noticing details he might normally overlook. The small cracks in the wooden floor, softened by the warm light and the slow, drifting fog outside. The way the steam rises in soft spirals from each mug, curling like tiny clouds that fade gently into the warm air. The faint flicker of candlelight, reflecting off polished wooden surfaces, adding to the sense of gentle comfort. Each detail invites him to slow further, to notice more, to sink deeper into the moment. Every sip of tea, every soft bite of biscuit, every small sound in the room reminds him that the fog outside is not something to fear, but a gentle companion encouraging rest, reflection, and calm. The fog swirls outside the windows, softening the world, making the familiar streets and mushroom houses seem magical. Each twist and curl of mist transforms ordinary shapes into flowing patterns of silver and gray, almost like clouds drifting just above the ground. Fudge watches for a moment, noticing the way the fog hugs the earth, moving gently over rooftops, between trees, and around the quiet town square. Mouse leans back, a small smile on her face, and shares a soft story about how the fog helped her find a hidden patch of wildflowers the other day. Her voice is quiet and deliberate, every word carrying a calm rhythm that mirrors the movement of the fog outside. Fudge listens, captivated by the gentle story, feeling the warmth of the tea shop, the presence of friends, and the soft embrace of the mist outside, all merging into a single, slow, peaceful moment. Squirrel adds a soft hum, almost like a lullaby, and Fudge feels it vibrate through the warmth of the room. Owl shifts slightly, feathers ruffling, a slow, steady sound blending into the quiet melody of the tea shop. The fog outside seems to pause for a moment, curling softly around the glowing windows, letting the warmth inside shine through. Fudge closes his eyes for a moment, leaning back, feeling his small body sink into the chair, each muscle releasing tension. He notices the warmth of the tea in his chest, the gentle pressure of his paws on the wooden table, the slow rhythm of his breath. Every inhale fills him with warmth, calm, and peace. Every exhale releases worry, tension, and any lingering restlessness. The fog moves like liquid silver outside, drifting across rooftops, curling around tree trunks, and pooling in the low places between cobblestones. Fudge imagines it as a slow-moving river, wrapping the town in safety and quiet. Its soft rhythm matches the warmth of the tea, the gentle movements of his friends, and the slow rise and fall of his own chest. Fudge sips his tea one last time, feeling the warmth spread fully into him. The fog outside remains, but now it is a comforting presence rather than a mystery. It reminds him to slow down, to savor, to notice the small joys of life, the soft glow of light, the warmth of a cup, the gentle presence of friends. He leans back fully in his chair, letting the soft weight of calm fill him. Sleepiness gathers like a warm blanket over his little body. Each heartbeat is slow and steady, each breath deep and easy, each sound a gentle whisper carrying him toward rest. Even the fog, once a soft veil over the town, now feels like a gentle guardian, guiding Fudge and his friends into the slow rhythm of the day, a rhythm that encourages relaxation, reflection, and sleep. Fudge's eyes close fully now, his breathing slow and rhythmic. The warmth of the tea shop, the gentle presence of friends, the soft curling fog outside, and the lingering scents of chamomile and honey all lull him deeper into peaceful rest. He is safe, he is warm, he is calm. And you, dear listener, may feel the same. Your body sinks deeper into comfort. Your mind drifts like the slow curling fog, soft and gentle, unhurried and safe. Sleep wraps around you as it wraps around Fudge, carrying you into rest. Fudge's breathing slows further as he rests in the warm glow of the tea shop. Each inhale draws in the soft scents of chamomile, honey, and the faint earthy aroma drifting from the fog outside. Each exhale releases any lingering tension, worry, or restlessness. The room feels like a small, protected world, cocooned in warmth and quiet. Outside, the fog drifts slowly, curling around tree trunks and rooftops, softening the edges of the forest and the little town alike. He listens to the faint rustle of leaves outside the window, the distant drip of dew falling from branches, and the soft creak of a chair as Squirrel shifts her position. Every sound is slow, deliberate, and comforting, a gentle lullaby for both the body and mind. Fudge notices the tiny details around him, the smooth texture of the wooden table beneath his paws, the gentle glow of the candlelight reflecting softly in his mug, the slow spiral of steam curling up into the air, fading into nothingness. Mouse hums quietly, the sound soft and rhythmic, blending perfectly with the gentle ambience of the tea shop. Each note of her hum moves through the room like a soft wave, wrapping around Fudge and the other friends in a cocoon of calm. He takes another sip of tea, feeling the warm liquid spread slowly through his body, settling him deeper into the comforting stillness. Outside, the fog drifts over the town like a silvery blanket. The outlines of the mushroom houses and tree homes blur, softened and gentle. The familiar paths feel quiet and magical under the haze, and Fudge imagines the forest holding its breath, waiting patiently for everyone to notice the beauty in the small, slow moments. The fog is a companion, encouraging him to pause, to breathe, and to savor the quiet joy of this slow morning. The friends around the table are relaxed and unhurried. Squirrel takes a soft bite of cake, smiling slowly. Mouse adjusts her scarf and pours another tiny cup of tea, the gentle clinking sound echoing softly. Owl blinks, settling more deeply on his perch, feathers ruffling slightly. Each small action is deliberate, peaceful, and unhurried, a rhythm that matches the soft drift of the fog outside and the slow, steady rise and fall of Fudge's chest. Fudge closes his eyes for a moment, letting the warmth and calm wash over him. He imagines the fog curling through the streets outside, drifting over cobblestones, swirling around lanterns, and flowing past tree trunks. Each movement is slow and deliberate, like the soft swaying of a hammock, the gentle rocking of a boat on calm water. His body responds, sinking deeper into the chair, heavy and relaxed, every muscle soft, every thought slowing to match the rhythm of the room. He sips his tea once more, tasting the honey, the chamomile, the soft sweetness that seems to linger longer in this quiet, slow environment. Each swallow is deliberate, a meditation of warmth and calm. The world outside is distant, softened by the fog, while the tea shop remains a pocket of warmth, safety, and friendship. The fog swirls lazily around the edges of the windows, catching the soft morning light and turning it into gentle patterns of silver and gray. Fudge imagines it as a slow-moving river, carrying away any restlessness or worry, leaving only warmth, calm, and stillness in its wake. The small town, the tea shop, the friends, and Fudge himself are all part of this slow, deliberate rhythm. Squirrel reaches over and nudges Fudge gently, offering a soft smile. "This is the perfect day for tea," she whispers, and the words are carried softly through the fog, echoing the rhythm of calm and stillness. Fudge smiles back, letting the warmth of the friendship settle into him, feeling every ounce of tension drift away like mist curling into the morning sky. Mouse leans back slightly, humming again, a soft, steady tune that blends with the distant rustle of leaves and the gentle drip of dew outside. Owl blinks slowly, the quiet flicker of candlelight reflecting off his soft feathers. Every detail, every small sound, every warm movement of friends adds another layer of comfort and calm, carrying Fudge and you closer to rest. The fog outside continues to drift, curling over rooftops and winding through the tiny town, softening every shape, every shadow, every familiar path. Fudge imagines tiny silver threads of mist reaching into every corner of the forest, brushing softly against every tree and rock, whispering, "Slow down, breathe, notice, rest." He feels his eyelids grow heavier, each blink slower than the last. His paws relax on the table. His chest rises and falls in a gentle, steady rhythm. His mind floats in the soft haze of warmth, tea, friendship, and fog. Every breath carries him deeper. Every heartbeat echoes the slow rhythm of the world around him. Fudge leans back fully, eyes closed, letting the warmth of the tea shop, the soft presence of friends, and the quiet drift of fog outside sink completely into him. Sleepiness gathers, spreading like a soft blanket over his little body, carrying him further and further into calm, into warmth, into rest. The fog outside once mysterious, now feels like a gentle guardian, wrapping the town in stillness, slowing the day, and inviting everyone inside to breathe, to notice, and to savor quiet. Fudge is safe. The tea shop is warm. His friends are close, and the world soft, misty, and slow whispers gently. All is calm. All is safe. Rest now. Fudge sinks further into his chair, feeling the gentle support of the wooden seat beneath him. Every muscle is loose and soft, every thought slowed down by the warmth and stillness surrounding him. The tea shop feels like a small, glowing island, a safe harbor in the midst of the silvery fog curling outside. The muffled world beyond the windows seems far away, softened into quiet shapes and gentle tones. He listens to the soft hum of Mouse's gentle story, punctuated by the clink of a teaspoon against a tiny teacup. Each sound moves slowly, deliberately, filling the air with calm. Fudge notices the warmth of the wooden table beneath his paws, the gentle rising steam from his emptying cup, the soft glow of lanterns reflecting in tiny droplets, clinging to the fogged-up windows. Every small detail deepens the sense of safety, warmth, and quiet. Outside, the fog drifts even more slowly now, wrapping the town like a soft blanket. The mushroom houses, the tree homes, the winding cobblestone streets all blend into flowing silver shapes. Fudge imagines tiny threads of mist curling around the lampposts and winding through the branches, brushing softly against leaves and stones. The world feels softened, gentle, and still. Squirrel leans back in her chair, nibbling a small biscuit slowly, enjoying the warmth and calm. She hums softly, a low, rhythmic melody that blends seamlessly with the gentle patter of dew outside. Owl shifts his wings slightly, fluffing feathers, a tiny sigh escaping as he settles into the warmth of the tea shop. Mouse folds her paws neatly, her breathing slow and steady. Every presence in the room is calm, deliberate, and comforting. Fudge imagines himself floating on a soft, silver cloud of fog. Each breath lifts him gently. Each heartbeat carries him slowly, steadily, deeper into calm. He feels the warmth of the tea, the presence of friends, and the soft glow of lanterns blending into one soothing, enveloping rhythm. Outside, the fog swirls lazily, soft and silvery, curling past every tree and house, a quiet guardian of the tiny town. He takes a deep breath, inhaling warmth, calm, and the faint, sweet aroma of chamomile tea. He exhales slowly, letting go of any lingering tension or worry. Each breath brings a little more relaxation, a little more softness. His eyelids grow heavier, his small body sinking further into the chair, and his mind drifts gently with the slow swirl of the fog outside. The tea shop seems to stretch and breathe with him. Every small sound, the soft clink of a teacup, the faint scratch of a chair, the slow hum of a friend, blends into a lullaby of calm. Fudge imagines the fog curling past the windows, touching the soft roofs of the mushroom houses, brushing across cobblestone paths, and settling lightly over the forest beyond. The world is slow, soft, and safe. Mouse whispers a gentle story about the hidden treasures she's seen in the forest when the fog was thick, her voice soft and steady. Fudge listens, each word sinking into him like warm honey. Owl blinks slowly, wings folded, his soft feathers barely stirring. Squirrel hums another small tune, and the combination of warmth, soft sounds, and the gentle drift of fog lulls him further into stillness. Fudge leans his head back, resting against the warm wood of the chair, eyes fully closed now. The soft heat from the teacup, the warmth of the room, the presence of friends, and the slow movement of the fog outside all merge together into a single calm pulse. Each heartbeat matches the gentle rhythm of the world, slow, steady, and peaceful. The fog outside swirls in gentle eddies, curling around tree trunks, rooftops, and lanterns. It moves like liquid silver, softening edges and blending shapes, creating a world that feels magical, protective, and still. Fudge imagines tiny beams of light threading through the mist, highlighting the slow dance of leaves and dewdrops. Everything is calm, soft, and unhurried. Sleepiness grows like a warm wave, flowing from his tiny paws up through his chest, shoulders, and head. Each breath carries him deeper, each sound reinforces the stillness, and each heartbeat echoes the calm of the foggy morning. Fudge feels completely safe, completely warm, and completely at peace. Outside, the fog drifts past the tiny town, gentle and deliberate, a quiet guardian of rest. The mushroom houses, the tree homes, and the little cobblestone paths are softened and slowed, each one a part of the gentle rhythm that carries Fudge and you into dreamlike calm. The tea shop feels like a heart beating, slowly, softly, steadily. The warmth of the tea, the gentle presence of friends, the soft hums and whispers, and the drifting fog all merge into a single steady pulse of comfort. Fudge leans further, letting the soft, sleepy rhythm of the room and the world around him lull him toward a gentle, deep rest. The fog outside the tea shop continues its slow, deliberate dance. It drifts over rooftops, curls around the mushroom houses, and brushes gently past tree trunks, softening every shape, every shadow. The little town seems to pause under its silver blanket, quiet, still, and peaceful. Fudge feels himself sinking deeper into the warm rhythm of the room, the gentle hum of friends, and the slow, steady pulse of the foggy morning. His paws rest lightly on the table, eyes closed, and chest rising and falling in a calm, measured rhythm. The warmth of the tea has settled fully inside him, spreading a gentle heat through his little body. The faint hum of Squirrel, the soft whisper of Mouse's storytelling, and the quiet blink of Owl all blend together, forming a lullaby that seems woven from the very fog outside. Fudge imagines the tiny details of the tea shop more vividly in the quiet of this moment. The steam from the cups rises in slow, curling spirals, fading softly into the warm air. The candlelight flickers gently, casting long, soft shadows that sway slowly, almost imperceptibly, across the walls. Every movement in the room is unhurried, deliberate, and comforting, reinforcing the calm that settles deeper and deeper over him. Outside, the fog drifts past the forest, smoothing every path, hiding every sharp edge, softening the world into gentle shapes and slow, flowing patterns. Dew glimmers on leaves like tiny points of silver light, and Fudge imagines the forest itself breathing slowly, deeply, mirroring the rhythm of his own breath. Each exhale releases tension. Each inhale fills him with calm, warmth, and gentle stillness. Mouse hums a soft, steady tune, her tiny voice wrapping around Fudge like a comforting blanket. Squirrel nibbles her last piece of biscuit, slowly, savoring the sweetness, the warmth, and the quiet of the morning. Owl blinks slowly, his feathers settling, wings folding comfortably against his round body. Every presence in the room, every small motion, every gentle sound adds to the sense of safety, warmth, and complete relaxation. Fudge's thoughts drift like the fog outside, slow, gentle, and fluid. He notices the soft creak of the wooden floor beneath him, the faint spiral of steam from a half-empty cup, the quiet rustle of a leaf brushing the window. Each detail is magnified by the calm, reinforcing the feeling that the world is soft, protective, and still. He imagines the fog wrapping the town like a silvery cloak, moving deliberately through streets and over rooftops. It drifts into every corner, every alley, every tiny space between tree roots and mossy stones. The fog is not cold, not scary. It is a gentle guide, a reminder to slow down, breathe, and rest. Fudge feels it brushing softly against him, wrapping him in calm, slowing his heartbeat, his breathing, and his thoughts. The warmth of the tea shop, the soft presence of his friends, and the gentle, deliberate drift of fog outside combine into a rhythm that is hypnotic in its quiet perfection. Fudge leans back fully now, head resting lightly against the chair, paws relaxed, body heavy and soft. Sleepiness washes over him in slow waves, each one carrying him deeper into comfort, warmth, and rest. He imagines tiny silver streams of fog curling through the forest, past the mushroom houses and tree homes, whispering quietly to every creature, "Slow down, be safe, rest, you are held, you are warm, you are calm." Fudge feels these words, not in his ears, but in his little body, in his chest, in the steady rhythm of his breath. Mouse's humming softens to near silence. Squirrel sits quietly with a gentle smile, and Owl closes his eyes, feathers ruffling softly as he relaxes. Every motion slows, every sound softens, every presence blends into a single, enveloping cocoon of calm and warmth. Fudge's eyelids are heavy. His chest rises and falls slowly. Sleepiness flows over him like a warm, silver tide, carrying him completely into rest. Outside, the fog continues its gentle dance, curling around rooftops, winding through branches, and pooling in soft, silvery swirls on the forest floor. The tiny town is wrapped safely in its quiet, protective embrace. Fudge imagines it moving slowly over the streets, whispering, "All is calm, all is safe. Rest now, you are held." His little body sags fully into the chair, paws tucked gently, ears resting softly. The warmth of tea, the soft light, and the gentle hum of friends create the perfect cocoon of peace. Sleep comes fully, deeply, like a soft, golden wave washing through him, filling every corner of his tiny being with warmth, calm, and stillness. Fudge dreams gently of the fog curling through the forest, of mushroom houses glimmering under soft morning light, of the warmth of tea and friends. The world outside is slow and safe, and inside he rests completely, wrapped in comfort, love, and quiet magic. The tea shop, the forest, the fog, and the tiny animal town all exist in this perfect moment of calm. And as Fudge drifts fully into sleep, the gentle rhythm of the fog, the warmth of friendship, and the slow, soft heartbeat of the day carry both him and you, dear listener, into peaceful rest. All is still. All is safe. Sleep now. Good night.